Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Ultimate Briefing. Today, we're diving into buying your first home in Australia. Stick around, and I'll break down exactly how to make it happen, even in this market. Alright, let's get real for a second. Buying your forever home straight out the gate. It's a beautiful idea, but honestly, it's not always realistic, especially in today's market. But guess what? That's totally okay. Your first home is all about getting your foot in the door, building equity, and learning the ropes. Think of it as a stepping stone. Instead of setting your sights on that sprawling 4-bedroom house with the white picket fence right away, why not consider a cozy apartment or a townhouse? Remember, this isn't about settling, it's about being strategic. Be open to different suburbs too. You might find amazing deals in up-and-coming areas that are a little outside of the city center. The key here is flexibility. Be open to compromising on certain features or locations to find something that fits your budget. Trust me, getting those keys in your hand, even if it's not your dream home just yet, is an incredible feeling. Let's talk location, location, location. It's easy to get caught up in the idea of living close to friends, family, or that trendy neighborhood you've always loved. But here's the thing. Staying laser-focused on one specific area can really limit your options, especially in a competitive market. So, my advice, be open to exploring areas you might not have considered before. Think about it. Regional areas often offer incredible value for money. Imagine snagging a spacious house with a backyard for the price of a tiny apartment in the city. Plus, you might discover a whole new lifestyle you absolutely love. Do your research, look into job markets, and consider what matters most to you in terms of lifestyle. Sometimes, all it takes is venturing a little outside your comfort zone to find that perfect and affordable place to call home. So, get exploring and see what amazing opportunities await. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the dreaded 20% deposit. I know it feels like this magical number everyone keeps talking about, but honestly, it can feel super overwhelming, especially for first-time buyers. But here's the good news, you might not need that full 20% after all. There are actually some amazing schemes and options out there designed to help people just like you get into the market sooner. One of my favorites is the First Home Guarantee Scheme. This government initiative lets eligible first-time buyers purchase a property with as little as 5% deposit. Now there are some eligibility criteria, so make sure you check those out on the government website. Do your research, explore your options, and remember, there are pathways to homeownership even if you haven't quite hit that magic number yet. Okay, who doesn't love free money, especially when it comes to buying a house? What if I told you there are literally thousands of dollars in grants just waiting to be claimed by savvy homebuyers? That's right. Both the state and federal governments offer a whole bunch of grants and schemes specifically designed to make homeownership more accessible. These grants can help cover things like your deposit, stamp duty, and even construction costs if you're building a new home. They're literally free money that you don't have to repay, which means more cash in your pocket to put towards your dream home. Of course, each grant has its own set of eligibility criteria, so it's super important to do your research and see which ones you might qualify for. A great place to start is the government's First Home Owner Grant, or FOG, website. Spend some time digging into the different grants available in your state and see how much you could potentially save. Alright, let's get organized. Buying a home might seem like a daunting process, but trust me, it doesn't have to be overwhelming. The key is to break it down into manageable steps and create a clear plan of attack. Think of it like this. You wouldn't go on a road trip without a map, right? The same goes for buying a house. Start by setting a realistic timeline for yourself. When do you ideally want to be in your new home? Once you have a target date in mind, You can work backwards and figure out what needs to happen each step of the way. Next, think about your finances. How much can you realistically afford to borrow? What's your budget for a deposit, stamp duty, and other upfront costs? Getting crystal clear on your financial situation will help you narrow down your property search and avoid any surprises later on. By breaking down the process into smaller, manageable tasks, you'll be amazed at how much progress you can make. Remember, buying a home is a marathon, not a sprint. Okay, let's talk about everyone's favorite topic, saving money. I know it's not the most exciting thing in the world, but trust me, when it comes to buying a house, having a solid saving strategy is absolutely crucial. The good news is, there are tons of creative and effective ways to boost your savings and reach your homeownership goals faster. One of my top tips is to treat your savings like a non-negotiable expense. Just like you set aside money for rent or bills, make a commitment to automatically transfer a portion of your income into a dedicated savings account each month. And speaking of savings accounts, make sure you're getting the most bang for your buck. Shop around and compare interest rates from different banks. Even a slightly higher interest rate can make a big difference over time. Another amazing option is the First Home Super Saver scheme. Remember, every little bit counts when it comes to saving for a house. So there you have it, my ultimate guide to buying your first home in Australia. I know it can seem daunting, especially with the market the way it is. But trust me, it's totally doable. Now go out there and make it happen. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. And as always, stay fabulous!